Targaryens, the one kingdom that rules all 7 realms in the world of House of Dragons. And they keep everything in check with a sharp sword and an iron fist. And what gives them this ability is dragons, the most powerful creature in the world of medieval fantasy. The Targaryens have not only learned to master the art of taming and controlling dragons, but they've also mastered the art and alchemy of breeding dragons as well. And in today's show, we're going to step back into the world of dragons, and we're going to do a cinematic version of the dragon eggs from House of Dragons. This is going to be good, this is going to be wild, so pretty much prepare yourself, because I guarantee you don't want to miss this crowd. So come on, let's step into the world of House of Dragons. Let's get it started. I hope you're doing good and everything is good. I hope your day is going well. Oh, I put this bag right in front of me. I'm sorry about that. But anyway, I just came from the bookstore and they had some books on sale. So I saw this awesome pie book, so I decided to go get it. And I want to be totally honest with you guys. Look, no more lies. I just simply want to bake some pies. Now open your mouth and close your eyes. No, I'm just joking. But anyway, I hope everybody is doing great today. And I just saw the new trailer to House of Dragons. Yes, the new season 3 trailer to House of Dragons. I'm ready to go. I got my cup of coffee ready, rock and roll. It was a little too hot for me to drink, so we're gonna sit and let that cool down. And yeah, season 3 definitely looked like it's gonna be a banger. I just saw the trailer, and the trailer looks amazing. Of this war. Have you not betrayed your queen? But pretty much, basically, what I like about this show, House of Dragons, is the sexiness, the intrigue, and most of all, the danger. And there's only one thing that's more dangerous than a House of Dragons, and that's a crack House of Dragons. All right. Yeah, we're going to stay out of there. We don't need to go in there. All right. So about, I'll say maybe a year or two ago, I made some models of the dragon eggs from Game of Thrones and also 2 various other movies. And I was happy with the results. They look great. They look good. But over the years and over time, getting more into like crafting and sculpturing, I picked up a few tricks along the way. And I'm going to go for these 2 variations of eggs that's pretty much heavily inspired by House of Dragons. They have to be cinematic. The eggs that I made last time, they look great, they look good, but they didn't have that cinematic flair that I was looking for. But like I said, I picked up a few tricks over the years, and I think I can get them to movie prop level. And so that's what today's show is all about. Strap yourselves in, hold on tight, because this show is going to kick ass and take names. Tell them, Mantis.
Kick names, take ass.
No, it's kick ass and take names. You don't want to take ass. Yeah, you'll get arrested for that. Yeah, no means no. All right. But anyway, guys, this show is going to be good. Let me see something. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to sit and let this coffee cool down on its own. So no more talk. Let's just go ahead and get this thing started. I'll see you on the other side. All right, first things first, we're going to get this craft popping, but first I have to stop into the Dollar Tree to get a few items. As soon as I stepped inside, I can tell that these guys were ready to rock and roll with Easter, as they always do as soon as the holidays come around. Basically, they had everything under the sun, but I had to stay focused. My main thing was my plastic Easter eggs that I can convert to the Targaryen dragon eggs. And just my luck, I found exactly what I needed. All right, now we got our dragon eggs, we're ready to rock and roll. Let's go ahead and get this started. But first, I'm gonna goof around a little bit. I'm sure you think that I'm some kind of weird germaphobe or whatnot. Look, I have no idea how many people have touched this thing while I'm crafting. Often, pretty much have something to snack on. I just feel more comfortable washing the item before I start working on it. I want to make sure I don't get sick or become patient zero or becoming a clicker from the TV show and game The Last of Us. For the next zombie apocalypse or whatever. Okay, yeah, I know that was a little bit of a rant. Hey, let's get back into the project. Alright, after washing and drying our plastic eggs, I fitted them back together. As soon as I put the pieces together, I noticed that the egg had a slight flat side on one side. It looked like a boiled egg with a piece sliced off it. I knew that I had to quickly fix this problem, but hey, no problem at all. Only thing I did was just get a little piece of aluminum foil and basically bottom line, open the egg back up, and then I, pretty much shake the foil with the inside of the egg, and then I fitted the two pieces back together, and then I attached it with refrigerator tape, and then stuck it to the flat portion of the plastic egg. And then after that, I immediately broke off a few pieces of refrigerator tape and then covered the aluminum foil onto the egg while smoothing it down. Alright, looks good. As a matter of fact, it looks so good, I decided to cover the whole thing with refrigerator tape. Alright, now we're ready to rock and roll. Alright guys, now we're going to get into the heart and soul of this project, and that's pretty much basically getting the paper prepped in order so we can spray paint it to make the scales. Now what we're simply going to do is just get regular white typing paper. If you don't have typing paper, construction paper will work just the same. But what you're going to do is just get two pieces of white typing paper, cover one sheet with glue, and then glue the other sheet on top of it. And then after that, we're going to get some refrigerator tape and just tape it to a mat board. And then after this is done, we're just gonna walk outside, get a can of black spray paint, making sure that every little bit is completely covered. We're going to wait about an hour or two until it's completely dry. Then after that, we're ready to continue on with the rest of this project. There you go. All right. Now that our paper is ready, it's time to pretty much cut the scales. I got a lot of scales to make. Wait, I got an idea. You drew a bunch of crisscross lines on it, and then get some shears and just cut each individual square from the crisscross lines.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Alright, okay, alright. I tell you what, I got another idea. How about I get another piece of paper and draw a whole bunch of circles, but try to make the circles the same size and cut the individual circles out and trim up the edges.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Okay, yeah, alright. Yeah, you're right. It's a terrible idea. Okay, wait a minute. I think I got it. And this next method is pretty much basically simple, easy peasy. As a matter of fact, we did it when we were in kindergarten when we made paper dolls. And what I'm simply going to do is just fold the paper back and forth until it has an accordion-like look. And then I'm going to flatten it out, and I'm going to draw a circle right in the center of each segment of the paper. And then when I open the paper up, it will come out as individual circles. See, there you go. Look at that. Worked like a dream. Now let's go ahead and get this started. Alright guys, here we go. The moment of truth. Our first spray painted piece of typing paper. Now, before we get started, off camera, I added 2 more coats of spray paint onto the paper to give it more of a thicker texture to work with. Basically, bottom line, how we're going to do this is just like when we were kids with making paper dolls. We're going to just get a piece of paper, lay it flat on the table, and then just pretty much fold it, crease it, flip it over, fold it, and crease it. It's a back and forth process, but in the end, it should look like a washboard or an accordion. You can't go wrong. All right, looking good. Now let's get a few more cut out, at least 3 or 4 more hundred. All right, I have a lot of scales to make and a lot of time to kill. All right, with that being said, It's CD time. I'm feeling a 90s vibe. I'm gonna start this out with a little bit of Snap, a little bit of Sade, some Eagle-Eyed Cherry. We're gonna top it off with a little bit of pink. All right, enough of this grab assing and bullshitting Pete. Let's go ahead and get to work. Every now and then you're gonna get one that's gonna stick together. That's okay. Just go ahead and pull it apart and throw it into the pile. There we go, looking good. That's a nice little pile. That's enough to get us started. But off camera, I'm gonna knock out 2 or maybe 3 more piles. That way I know I have enough to finish this project. Now we're going to scoop the pile of scales into a bowl and get them glued onto this egg. Now what I'm going to use to attach the scales onto the egg with is Gorilla Gel Glue. I've used Gorilla products before and they work pretty well so far. So I think this will be alright. After making all the scales, I had to run a few errands, so I had to push everything back till the next day. The following morning, I got up and I decided to watch House of Dragons while I worked. I got both Season 1 and Season 2 out. I gotta tell you guys, I'm feeling pumped up. I got my coffee, I got my Tony Stark shirt on, and basically bottom line, I just feel ready to rock and roll. And then I sat down and started immediately working on the egg after setting up my computer Blu-ray disc inside. Alright, I hope you guys like candy bars because here comes some Butterfingers. Hey, we're gonna move on to the project, but check this out. This is how good the Gorilla Glue Gel works. As you see, I made a goof and fumble the egg, and not one scale fell off. Everything stayed in exactly the same place where it was. All right, now let's move on to the rest of the project. Alright, making progress. Now I gotta take out disc 1 of House of Dragons and put in the next disc. Alright, now that I got Season 2 in, let's go ahead and wrap this egg up. Alright, it's going pretty fast, but I'm going to give it a spin finish. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Looking good. Now, let's move on to getting it painted. But we're going to paint it a totally different kind of way. Alright, now I'm going to go outside and spray paint our egg, but we're going to use a totally different type of spray paint. This spray paint is Rust-Oleum Stone Finish, and it's supposed to look like stone after you paint whatever you're applying the paint to. Okay, as I painted, it really didn't look much like stone or anything. It looked like regular paint, but the more layers I applied, the more it started looking like stone. Off camera, I made 2 other eggs to accompany the one that I already made. Alright, after about 2 or 3 coats, they really started to show, and they look like stone. Off camera, I got a wire brush and just pretty much brushed them down to give them a weathered, worn out look, just like how the eggs look on the television show House of Dragons and Game of Thrones. Alright, our stone eggs are looking good, but we're not done just yet. I'm going to go into the grooves and the crevices with some watered down black acrylic to, pretty much highlight the eggs, and also too, just to bring out the details of the scales also. Not bad at all. You know what? Let's do it again, but we're going to use a different color. How about neon green? All right, I gotta admit, I really like the way this green looks. It gives it more of a, organic look, just like the eggs in the TV show. But you know what? Basically, we gotta see how it looks after it dries. But anyway, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Here's a little side note. Whenever you're done using, your acrylic paints or whatnot, always rinse out the tops and everything. That way, that basically, bottom line, you make sure that the paint is sealed when you put the tops back on. And then also, too, it keeps a lot of residue from building up around the edges of your bottles. All right, check out my Targaryen eggs. They look totally cinematic, just like the ones on House of Dragon and Game of Thrones. Yeah, there you go. Now that's what I call rock and roll. All right, now I got some other ones that's lined up. Let's move on to those. While at the Dollar Tree, I bought 3 more additional eggs, and I'm going to put my Pete Mojo on these. Basically, I'm going to make these eggs look like the Targaryen lava eggs, like the one that you see Dany holding from the first season of Game of Thrones. I'm going to spray paint it black. Then I'm going to use the transitioning color change paint, the kind of paint that I used on the Skyrim helmet. So pretty much, basically, even though it's going to look black, it's going to change variations of color when different light hits it. And then the other egg, I'm going to apply gold paint to it, but I'm going to put the transitioning paint on it as well. So it changes from a gold to a copper to a scale metallic look. I just wanted to, pretty much show you the glamour and spectacle of these cinematic dragon eggs. And I got this basket from Joanne, sadly. In my area, I don't know about where you live, but sadly, the Joann's is going out of business. They're, pretty much closing up shop. And yeah, Joann's hold a special place in my heart because they were one of the elite forefront stores that actually helped pioneer the path of me going onto YouTube. Awesome community on the channel. And so with that being said, thank you, and thank you, Joanne. Basically, bottom line, you're just awesome. And I'm going to miss them because they were actually one of the arts and crafts stores that actually helped me launch my, beginning of YouTube. So they will be greatly missed. But basically, I had a big sale and I got this nice basket here from them and everything. It looked like something that you would see on House of Dragons or Game of Thrones, these shows, or a fantasy show and everything. And also, too, this looks great as like a room display or whatever. Pretty much, I think the dragon that grew up to be Drogon, if I'm not mistaken or whatnot. I don't know all the dragons' names. Only thing I know is they look pretty goddamn cool when they show them on the show and they're flying around and breathing their Godzilla fire. Yeah, this pretty much looks definitely television and cinematically correct. Just simply over the moon with it. Yeah, now you can get a better look at it. I can hold my hand out further toward the sunlight. It's in the morning and the sun's just now coming up. The light look and everything. And when the light hits it, it just pretty much just becomes pure magic. Yeah, I'm happy with everything. All right, guys. Remember this one? I was goofing around with this one in the store. Okay, now I went back the next day and bought this because even though it's way too big to be a Game of Thrones or House of Dragon eggs, this egg would be perfect for something else. Yeah, and you know what that something else is, okay? We already made the xenomorph. Now we got to make the eggs from aliens. We got to make that happen. As a matter of fact, you know what? I should go back to the Dollar Tree and get like 3 or 4 more of these. Yeah, you never have too many xenomorphs. All right, unless you're Ripley on board a Dreadnought-class Space Marine Star Cruiser, yeah, you can have way too many xenomorph eggs. But you know what? They're fun to craft, and I can't wait to rock and roll with it. All right, that's enough of that. But anyway, on a lighter note, I'm gonna take you over. Normally I say everything else, but I hate for it to go to waste. So I'm gonna cut over to Pete on the bridge and let him handle the rest. Okay. All right, Pete on the bridge, take it away. I really want to thank you for joining me today. This one was definitely a lot of fun. Now I know full blast on what I need to do. So with that being said, I'm not going to be long-winded with this. I'm going to go ahead and get into the complete product. But I just want to say, take care, stay blessed, and keep being the kick-ass people that you are. Take care, guys. I'll see you in the next video.
Say I'm cold-hearted, but I'm just getting started. Got my eyes on the target. No, no. Till the battle's won, till kingdom come. to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. Say I'm dangerous 'cause I broke all the cages. No, I won't sit and take it. No, no. They left me for dead, I guess I'll never learn. Every time I break, there's just more pain to burn. They'll never, never, never learn. Till the battle's won, till kingdom come. I'll never run. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. Say I'm good-hearted, but I'm just getting started. Got my eyes on the target. No, no. Till the battle's won, till kingdom come. I'll never run. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. They'll be calling me royalty. They say I'm dangerous 'cause I broke all the cages. No, I won't sit and take it. No, no. They left me for dead, I guess I'll never learn. Every time I break, there's just more pain to burn. They'll never, never, never learn. Till the battle's won, till kingdom come. I'll never run. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. They'll be calling me royalty. They'll be calling me royalty.
So what I'm gonna do is, just go ahead, film, and I'm gonna actually walk down that way. Let me get this thing out of the way.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Carefully walk down.
No slipping today.
Get water bottle out of the way because in that time they didn't have water bottles.
And it would be great. It looks like you're coming out of that entrance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good shot.
Do you want your
Yeah,
shield?
right.
I think it's over here too.
Yep.
The shield. Thank you, man.
All right, here we go.
All right. Yeah, okay. That's okay. All right. On 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna. Here we go.
Actually, time out for 1 second. You've got the city in the background, so I'm going to try to change the angle because you can see those buildings.
Okay. Want me to go up again?
Yep, please.
All right. Check to see if it's recording. Please, sir.
It is still recording.
Okay, great. All right. Now I'm gonna walk past you. Excellent.